Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm still alive and well. Wow, now I'm feeling all awkward and shy again. I don't even know where to begin. In the last 5 months, so much has happened. For example, I'm recovering from COVID. That's not something to laugh about, but it was pretty mild in my case. I was home the whole week last week. So if I'm doing this today, that's kind of why. I most of my symptoms are gone. I still have some mucus. It's disgusting. If this makes you feel any better and less grossed out, my mucus has no color, but it does make me want to do this sometimes. I will try to remove it from the videos because it's kind of annoying. If you hear that more than often, that's why. I know it has been a long time. Our last video on the channel was the Tiny Tina Let's Try, which was when was that published? I think it was sometime in April. Oh no, I was wrong. The last video was the You Request I React first episode of that series I wanted to do. I still want to do it. But back to the topic. It was 5 months ago. So some of you might be wondering, where have you been? And what the fuck? Of course, I don't want to overshare. Just because I'm doing YouTube, I'm not obligated to share everything about my personal life with you. That said, I do feel like we've built a connection through the channel and I love what we have built together. I do feel like I owe you guys some explanation. First of all, thank you guys all so much for your patience. I really thought a lot of you would just leave the channel after 2 months, 3 months of no updates, but you stayed. Most of you guys stayed. I still do sometimes check out the numbers just to see, you know, how many people have left me today. You guys are so patient. Thank you for having faith in me. I'm not a quitter. Sometimes I do take breaks, but I'm not a quitter. I said I would come back. Here we are. We're back. And also during the long break, I really appreciate some of you guys reached out to me. I apologize for not checking often enough. I just didn't think that email I would actually receive anything on that email. I just never had the habit of checking that inbox. But to my surprise, some of you checked on me to see how I was doing. It really warmed my heart. I knew this community is kind of special. I really just didn't expect that, and it made me realize it was all worth it, spending all that time in the past making the videos and everything. I don't know why I'm getting suddenly so emotional. Maybe just thinking about the emails that I received from you guys. I didn't ask for your approval to shout out your names, but you know that I'm talking about you. There are a lot of people that I think about when I think about my channel. I think about Tom, I think about OG viewers, Trev, and then Jianimal. He's one of my earliest YouTube friends, content creator friends. He's got a great channel going on too. Zach from Amateur Game Review, and I also think about my other content creator friends, Voyager's Revenge, and Jonesy, Calamity Calling, Juliet, just all these wonderful people. I hope you all have been doing well. I have really missed you guys. The new friends who have joined since April, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? There's no new updates for 5 months. And yet you're still here. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the channel. I've noticed some of the newcomers are watching the Sleeping Dog series, which makes me so happy. Can I put this away? It just looks ridiculous. I'm trying to intimidate here. Or that could be my signature. The handbag man. Pick up soft drink. How? Oh, sorry. How do I let go? Am I making you nervous? Getting so close? I know it's not one of the most popular series. All of the videos from that series, they're not monetized because of the copyrighted music. But I had really just so much fun playing that game. Wow, thinking about all the laughs from playing that game and stuff, I just want to really get this video going and finished, and so I can actually start the gameplay. I don't know if I would even have time today to play any game. I predict this video to be super long. I know I haven't been replying to comments the last few months because I just wanted to take like a complete break from YouTube when I am actively updating. I enjoy interacting with my viewers. I feel like I learned a lot from you guys, especially when it comes to background stories of games that I play and things that I've missed during my gameplay. I miss things a lot. It's just the nature of my gameplay. As hard as I try to cover everything, to be good at it, I still miss a lot of things. And I don't imagine that would just miraculously change after the long break. If anything, could be worse. So really need your help to fill in what I miss on my own. And I'm not like ashamed to ask for help. I ask for help all the time. I know there are Let's Players out there who are so good at gaming and then they're like, I don't need any help. Like, I'm the opposite. I need help and I appreciate help as long as we don't spoil things, obviously. But well, back to the topic. I have so much to update you guys with, but let me see if everything's working. It actually took me a while to really remember what do I do first? You know, it's been 5 months. I thought I had really nailed this whole process, the intro, the setup and everything. Back to the grind. I'm so happy that we're doing this again. Where do I begin? So this break, it all started from a breakup. We were together for a really long time and it was a peaceful breakup and we're still best friends. No, I don't even want to get into that. That's too personal. No, scratch that. No. We're not gonna talk about the breakup. I will just say there was a breakup and it wasn't a messy one. It was very peaceful. I'm just a peaceful person, you know. Most of my breakups are peaceful and I still somehow managed to stay friends with them, at least not enemies. I regret nothing. It was a beautiful relationship as long as it lasted. Right now, this is as in-depth as I want to go with this topic. Moving on. So after the breakup, right, I had to quickly figure out my new living situation, which is why we're doing this in a whole new environment. I made the decision right then to put the channel on pause immediately because I was spoiled. I had been spoiled by my ex for years. He took care of everything. I'm talking everything. I've never filed my own taxes. I've never really had to worry about even groceries, you know, that kind of stuff. And he really spoiled me. All of a sudden, I'm on my own. I have to first find an apartment and I didn't even know where to begin. So some of my friends really helped me to navigate through life. This actually reminds me of a conversation I had with my one of my good friends, and also I see her as a big sister. She used to be my boss and now we're really good friends. One time we were just chatting and I was like, I feel so spoiled. I feel so dependent on my ex. Then he wasn't an ex then. So I was like, I really would love to start being more independent, start to learn how to do things. Back then, the only thing I ever had to worry about was my work, which I'm good at. I feel confident enough to say that I'm very good at what I do as a fashion designer. And then YouTube. Not that I'm good at it. If I'm really good at it, I think the channel will be much bigger than what it is now. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate every single one of you and I don't see you guys as like just numbers going up or down. To me, you're all real people who have chosen to watch my videos out of the endless pool of great content out there. I don't ever forget that. I wasn't good at it, but I knew how to do it. Outside of these two things, my life had become so easy and comfortable. I didn't really have to worry about anything. So I told my friend, I said, maybe it's time I start learning more about life, you know, just how to do things. For example, how to make reservations for a trip, how to plan a trip without any mistakes, accidents. That seemed to happen to me a lot in the past. And what she said was so inspiring at the time, and now looking back, so dead on. She said, you don't have to actively try to do that. Just enjoy it while you still have it. When it comes to that, life will teach you. And the past 5 months had really shown me how right she was. I had quickly learned to adapt to my new environment, my new situation. For example, this apartment, I found it from this website called Straight Easy. That's how a lot of people find their apartments, at least in New York, based on my knowledge. So I found this apartment, came here, look at it once, and have decided, okay, this is it.
Chicago's different actually, so that's the thing we were talking about.
The living room.
It's like got a thick crust. It's like crispy, right? Chicago's got like.
Not me, I'm definitely.
This cabinet is kind of sad. This cabinet is super sad.
Oh yeah.
Can this be replaced?
Can that be replaced?
Hey, look how sad this is.
What, is it a little small?
It's small and like old and just like shallow and.
It's like good. Look, you can put a toothbrush if you put it this way. Not very much.
That's so shallow.
It is shallow.
It won't contain most of my like, skincare stuff. The bedroom.
Joe's pizza.
Oh, Joe's pizza too. Joe's.
I really like the pre-war aesthetic of this apartment. This is how I picture New York when I was much younger. It's this pre-war building that has all the detailing on the wall, and also in a more quiet neighborhood. Luxury building was fun, it was great, but I just never really felt like I'm in New York for some reason. I grew up in a city, so I'm used to city life, but this is more what I was picturing, more like Carrie Bradshaw. Now I feel like I'm on my own in this apartment in a quiet neighborhood, which I really love. Okay, I went off topic again. I'm sorry. It's been a while. It makes it even harder to stay on topic nowadays. So basically, I found this apartment, and when I moved in here, there was nothing. Literally nothing. And also, I didn't take a whole lot of things from the old place. I moved from Manhattan to Brooklyn, and it was a long move. Back then, I was thinking maybe it's better to just buy all new stuff. Chaotic morning. The movers are almost 2 hours earlier than scheduled. I haven't finished packing the last bit of it. I had to throw everything into the wooden chest and call it a day. Who shows up earlier, so much earlier than scheduled? So eager to get started. It's done. It's all gone. I'm gonna be without makeup for days because I don't know where my makeup's at. Welcome to my new apartment. People, it's empty. Except for the vacuum I just put there. I put 2 mason jars in there. Don't know what that's for, but it'll be for something. And some random tea kettle stuff what my friends brought back from Turkey when she went to Turkey. First garment back. Just moved in. The movers are still moving my stuff in. That's my bed. Right early. It's raining out and my girl got soaked, so wet. It's weird touching her like this. My PS5 is hiding in that suitcase. My most precious possession. I really had nothing except for my computer and a table that I used playing board games with my friends when I used to host parties at the old place. That functioned as my working desk for about a month before I finally have found a desk that I was happy with, and the chair and everything. Actually, if you guys are interested, I can do like maybe a room tour apartment tour next time. I didn't take the bean bags with me. I hope you guys are not missing them. I really, sometimes I do miss the bean bags. It was so comfortable to sit on, but it also make you feel so lazy. Like you never want to get out of it once you know, get sunk into it. For about 2 weeks, all I did was I woke up, sat at my desk, the makeshift work desk, work on the fashion design thing for maybe 5 hours, 6 hours. I was freelancing back then. And then order furniture. That was all I did. I really had nothing. You have no idea how many pieces of furniture I've put together in this apartment. No, I had already finished the whole thing, and then I realized that is wrong. Now I have to go back, I don't know how many steps to flip it over, but it has to be right. But all by myself, including this couch that you're looking at. But I bought this new couch, this yellow couch that is such a happy color. I'm so happy with this purchase. Yellow, just such a happy, uplifting color. It's like sunshine, you know. So yeah, meet your new best friend, this yellow couch. We're gonna be sitting on this couch for the gameplay. I should utilize the green screen to just give you a more immersive experience. So the green screen right now is sitting behind the couch, and it's the perfect length so it stays hidden when I don't need it. Because I don't know if you've ever seen the green screen, it's kind of hideous, even when it's folded up. Don't worry, once we start the gameplay, here's another one. It'll still be green screened. And for days, this couch was laying on the floor, unflipped, because I was able to assemble everything, no problem. But this job requires 2 people to flip it over, to flip over. So I had no couch to sit on until my cable guy came in. I had asked him, do you mind flipping this couch with me so I can have something to sit on? And then he was very helpful, you know. That's another thing I have come to realize, that when you're on your own, it's okay because people are just so helpful. Usually, sometimes hilarious. Here's the context. This apartment is on the 2nd floor. It's one of those walk-ups. There's no elevator, so when something heavy like this TV I bought, I invested quite a bit on this 75-inch TV for the living room, and I thought I'm gonna be alone a lot, and I play obviously video games a lot, and I don't regret it. It really makes a world of difference. When I play games or when I watch TV, I just feel like I'm gaming in front of a theater by myself. It's awesome. Anyways, so when this TV arrived, I had no help, and I had to literally knock on the door to see if my neighbor could help me. I didn't know what to expect when the person came to answer the door, and it turned out to be a young couple, pretty much my age, and she was very helpful. We just kind of clicked, and I invited them over the week after, and now we've made a pact that we will receive each other's packages and then text each other and say, hey, I've got your package. I had to initiate this after a package was actually stolen. That was just another side story. Before I got the furniture here, it was just me and the makeshift desk and my PS5 sitting in the middle of the living room with no TV. I couldn't even play games for 2 weeks before the TV arrived. Not even this AC that you're looking at. I bought this AC, and then the super helped me to install it. Now I am comfortable in my own place, and this is the first time ever I had a place all to myself, decorated everything all by myself. So that was the first thing that happened after the channel went on vacation mode. Okay, and then of course I continue to work to make money, so that I can afford all the new things and the new life. If I'm being totally honest, I'm really enjoying my life in Brooklyn. It's really far. I used to walk to work, as I've mentioned in some of the videos in the past, but now my commute to work is basically an hour if it's smooth. But it's not really a big problem to me because I knew something had to go, right? I can't have everything. So in my mind, distance is something I'm willing to do in order to get like a bigger space. This space is actually larger than the old place. The good thing about this place is it's more divided. So when I do recording, for example, the living room is smaller than the old one. So you probably hear less echo and you don't hear traffic anymore. If you're familiar with my old videos, you probably remember the old place. You could always almost hear sirens, random people yelling in the streets. So this location doesn't have that, but I wonder if you can hear my neighbors sometimes walking. I love how thick the walls are for these pre-war apartments. Usually I don't hear airborne noise coming from the neighbors, but I feel like the ceilings are much thinner than the old place. I can hear them walking. I'm just hoping the microphone doesn't pick up on that, but it shouldn't be a problem once we start playing games, because the gameplay audio should be loud enough to drown out the noise from the neighbors. What else do we need to talk about? After I had my initial setup, the place was comfortable for me to live in. I don't have to keep shopping for furniture every single day. And then I felt like it's still not time for me to restart YouTube. I just wasn't in the mood to be entertaining. I don't think. I needed some time, and I did some of that. And then, of course, I need to start dating again, right? But we're not gonna get into all that. But maybe I will sometime later. But one thing I do want you guys to understand is I'm also very resilient. I've done it once. I found love, and it was great. It was beautiful, and I can do it again. I just needed some time to put myself together. Let's just try to stay on topic. What else is on the agenda? I never really delivered that 1,000 subscriber celebration. The break kind of happened right around that time when we hit 1,000. I was very excited about it. I'm still very excited about that milestone, but I just never really got the chance to celebrate it. I'm thinking, I don't know, what do we want to do? Should we do like a live stream on YouTube sometime if I can figure out the technical side of things? That might be fun, actually. That might be a better way to catch up than this tedious monologue that I'm delivering sitting here by myself. Okay, let's do that then. Oh, whatever we want to talk about, let's just do the live stream thing. Wow, look at that. Just a new idea came out of nowhere as I'm going through this. Okay, Q&A. Oh, right. Back then, I asked you guys to shoot some questions at me for the 1,000 subscriber celebration Q&A. I still have those questions. I think that's something we can do for sure. 5 months ago. Hey friends, Q&A time, something. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. The Q&A, I'll do a separate video to answer those questions so that this video doesn't have to be an hour long. And the live stream, let me write this down. Something our new friends have to know about me is I love taking copious notes. Just, keep my mind organized. I don't trust my thoughts without notes. Yes, new schedule. Here's the thing. I used to deliver 2 videos per week before the break, and I had all the free time in the world thanks to my ex who took care of everything. This might disappoint some of you guys. I cannot guarantee 2 episodes per week anymore now that, as I mentioned before, I have to manage life. Yet I have to divide a lot of my free time to simply manage life outside of work and YouTube. I have to also obviously spend time dating. I'm not in a hurry to really settle down on anything, but I that's something if you don't do, then it won't happen. Right? So there's that. But at least my goal is to deliver 1 episode per week and then try to squeeze in as much as I can. After doing this for a few years, I've realized that it's better to under promise and over deliver. I still feel like I should keep each episode around an hour long instead of chopping them up to say 25 minutes to really make good progress in the game. Some of the games we play are quite long. The next thing we should talk about is what about the unfinished games. Let's see, I was playing Elden Ring, which I'm sure most of you guys are done with, right? Like, do you still want to watch more of me struggling with Elden Ring? This is actually one of the things that really overwhelmed me every time I thought about restarting the channel. I just think, oh, Elden Ring is so challenging. I wasn't in the mood to be challenged. At least not with games. I just wanted to have fun, play some dumb and easy games, and then I was just never in the mood to do more Elden Ring. So if it's okay with everyone, of course nothing is really okay with everyone, but if it's okay with the majority of you guys, I'd like to put Elden Ring on the side, to the back burner for now, until I'm ready to be challenged again. And then there's Resident Evil 7 that we were playing, that I do intend to finish, because as scary as that game is, it wasn't as hard as Elden Ring, so I think I can still manage that. And then there's also the DLC of Ghost of Tsushima that I think I might just finish on my own, because I feel like there's such low interest on the channel. It seems like you guys are not really into watching that game. I do really recommend everyone to play it if you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima.
A word, please.
Coming. Oh.
I can't imagine what you said to Junshin that I didn't. He doesn't even try to hear me. It's like talking to a stone.
I think he's afraid of
You're
you.
so angry.
Why?
Everybody's
You
afraid
can
of
be
you.
intimidating.
Horse. That's, a samurai experience you don't want to miss out on if you have PS4. I mean, the PS5 upgrade has made it even better, but even without PS5, it was such a great experience. So I'll just finish that on my own. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's always kind of an awkward thing for me to continue, because when I started playing that game on the channel, that was the very first game I started. I didn't have most of you guys back then, so now it's kind of hard to resume in the middle when most of you guys are kind of expecting new games. Maybe that's something I should just drop for good. Yeah, I feel right about that. That's another new thing I want for the channel, is for me to just make these decisions more independently. When I started the channel, I had the habit of asking you guys for your opinion about whether to continue a game or not, but I've come to realize that you put your faith in me to entertain you, so I'm just gonna take charge and be confident enough to call these shots. When I feel like a series is not going well, if I have to drop it, I drop it. Of course, the goal is to finish every single game that I start, but the thing about blind playthrough is sometimes you don't know the chemistry until you already started. I just have to listen to my own gut to make sure that I enjoy the games myself. That way you'll be entertained and everybody's happy. This, for example. Can you hear the little child running around upstairs? I hope it doesn't go into the recording. Oh, God of War. Yes, God of War Ragnarok. We're still gonna play it on the channel. I've been keeping an eye on the release days. So that's still happening. Okay, I feel like I've been sitting here for a really long time talking about the updates and stuff. How about we just leave it for the live stream? Oh, also another thing is the Discord server. I'm afraid to open it. I feel like such an abandoner. I started the Discord and then the hibernation. I also didn't really check up on the server much. Oh gosh, I wonder. Wow, I'm really afraid to open it. If you've been hanging out on the server, thank you so much for keeping it alive. I will go back to apologize to everybody and then just see how it's going, but I am very afraid of it, if I'm being totally honest here. okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to like jump into a game and let's just start playing some games. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up here with the Let's Chat video. I hope it wasn't too all over the place, but I'm sure it was, because that's just my style. You know, I can't seem to stay focused when I'm in front of the camera. I know this is hard to believe. I'm not like this at work. It's just something about doing this. It's really hard to stay focused because there's no one else, you know. It's just I just let my mind run wild, you know, wherever it takes me, and nobody's here to stop me. Anyway, see, I got sidetracked again as I was saying goodbye. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this tedious Let's Chat video, and I hope you have been having a good summer, except for Juliet, of course. All the people who live in the southern hemisphere. I don't know how to do a normal outro anymore. What did I used to say? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the game. Bye. See, again. Stupid COVID. Stay healthy. Stay well, everybody. Bye.